Kayla Harrison just sent shockwaves through the MMA world with one statement, and it has fans debating the future of women's MMA. She wasn't talking about her own UFC rise, her next fight, or chasing another belt. Instead, Kayla put the spotlight on one fighter she believes could storm into the UFC.
On behind your teammate Dakota Ditcheva. First off, what do you think of her performances so far this year?
Oh, she's a killer. She's a killer. She's the future of MMA, and I think that she's only getting better. She's young, she's hungry, she's disciplined, she's motivated. She's got a good head on her shoulders. She's got a great
And destroy everyone in her path. Dakota Ditcheva. And yes, according to Kayla, that includes legends like Valentina Shevchenko. That's not a casual compliment. That's a bombshell. When Kayla Harrison speaks on fighters, people listen. She's a two-time Olympic gold
sprinkle by TK or KO. I will tell you, the confidence that she's going to have now getting up is going to be unbelievable. And there it is.
Beautiful knee from the plum.
And Ditcheva beckons Jenna Bishop back to her feet and goes immediately on the attack. Oh,
Bishop
right hand.
in trouble.
And that does it. First round finish, and Dakota Ditcheva silences.
Medalist, former PFL superstar, and one of the most respected athletes in combat sports. She shared gyms with elite fighters, sparred world-class talent, and knows exactly what real danger looks like inside a cage. So when she calls Dakota Ditcheva a killer, it means something. Kayla described Dakota as young, hungry, disciplined, motivated, and dangerous. But the word that stood out most was killer. In MMA, that label isn't handed out lightly. It means someone who doesn't just win fights, they break opponents mentally and physically. That's exactly what Dakota has been doing. Dakota Ditcheva has become one of the fastest rising stars in women's MMA. Undefeated, explosive, and violent in the cage, she has built a reputation as a nightmare matchup for almost anyone at flyweight. Her Muay Thai background gives her weapons many fighters simply can't deal with. Sharp elbows, brutal knees, long-range kicks, and fast combinations make her one of the most feared strikers outside the UFC. But it's not just technique. It's the way she fights. Dakota doesn't coast to decisions. She hunts finishes. She pressures opponents, breaks.
The PFL should keep the UFC out of their mouth. They can't even deal with Power Slap. Power Slap has 19.2 million followers. PFL has 10. PFL Fight Week did 326 million. Power Slap 8 did 690 million. So if you look at PFL, the fight week and the aftermath, these guys had 76. Just the week of, they had 68 million on Power Slap. And we haven't even had a fight yet. PFL's Instagram reel with Francis and Ronaldo did 14 million views. Power Slap's Instagram reel with contender Isaiah had 22 million views. And that was a repost of an old fight. I can keep going on. He sounds like Kamala, talks a lot, but says nothing. I would hate to be one of that guy's investors. He doesn't beat Power Slap in revenue. He doesn't beat Power Slap in ticket sales. He doesn't beat Power Slap in sponsorship. He doesn't beat Power Slap in anything.
Rhythm and forces mistakes. Every fight feels like she's trying to make a statement. Fans love that style, and fellow fighters respect it. That's why Kayla's words hit so hard. Because by saying Dakota could beat everyone in the UFC, Kayla is basically challenging the entire women's division. She's saying champions like Valentina Shevchenko, Alexa Grasso, and Zhang Weili would all have serious problems if Dakota walked through the door tomorrow. That immediately creates controversy. Valentina Shevchenko has long been considered one of the greatest women's fighters ever. Elite striking, championship experience, composure under pressure, and one of the smartest fight IQs in MMA history. Many believe she would expose younger contenders with ease. But Kayla sees something different. She sees Dakota's size, speed, aggression, and modern striking style as tools that could trouble even Valentina. Youth versus experience. Pressure versus patience. Violence versus precision. That matchup alone would be one of the biggest women's fights possible. Then there's the bigger issue behind all this, UFC versus PFL. For years, UFC has been viewed as the unquestioned home of elite MMA talent. But fighters like Dakota Ditcheva are changing that conversation. PFL has been developing serious talent, and if one of their stars crosses over and starts knocking out UFC contenders, it damages the old narrative that greatness only exists inside the UFC. Kayla Harrison knows that better than anyone. She dominated in PFL, then moved to the UFC and instantly made noise. So when she hypes Dakota, it's not random. She knows what elite skill looks like in both promotions. She's seen Dakota train, seen her power up close, and understands the level she's operating at. Some critics will say Kayla is just promoting a teammate or friend. That's fair. Fighters often support their own people. But others believe this is more than hype. Because Dakota's performances keep backing the talk up. She isn't just winning. She's dismantling opponents. She looks composed, dangerous, and improving every time out. At her age, she may not have even entered her prime yet. That should worry every flyweight on the planet. Imagine Dakota signing with the UFC tomorrow. The headlines would explode. Fans would demand fights with top contenders immediately. Alexa Grasso, Erin Blanchfield, Manon Fiorot, and eventually Valentina Shevchenko. The road would be brutal, but Dakota's confidence suggests she wants exactly that. And if she succeeds, she wouldn't just become a champion. She could become the next global superstar in women's MMA. So now the question belongs to the fans. Is Kayla Harrison simply hyping her teammate? Or did she just reveal that Dakota Ditcheva is the next woman ready to shake the entire sport? One thing is certain. Dakota Ditcheva is no longer just a prospect. She is now a threat people are seriously discussing at championship level. And if Kayla Harrison is right, every UFC champion should already be paying attention. Stop scrolling right now because women's MMA just got hit with another wild storyline, and this one could put Dakota Ditcheva in real danger. A fighter with momentum, confidence, and 5 straight wins has stepped into the spotlight and sent a message that nobody expected. The name is Jocelyn Edwards, and after the biggest win of her career, she made it clear she's ready for bigger names, bigger fights, and bigger headlines. That matters because Dakota Ditcheva is no longer just a prospect. She's now one of the hottest names in combat sports, undefeated, destructive, and rising fast. Edwards didn't build this moment with trash talk. She earned it inside the cage. Against a top-ranked contender, she showed patience, striking accuracy, pressure, and composure over 3 hard rounds. Judges gave her the decision, but the real story was the performance. She looked sharper than ever, stronger than ever, and more dangerous than ever. That win stretched her streak to 5 straight victories and instantly changed how fans look at her. She's no longer just another name in the division. She's a threat. But calling out Dakota Ditcheva is a completely different level of risk. Dakota isn't just unbeaten. She's built a reputation for violent finishes, elite Muay Thai precision, and a style that overwhelms opponents before they can adjust. She doesn't just beat people. She breaks their confidence. Her speed, timing, knees, elbows, and killer instinct have turned her into one of the most feared women outside the UFC. That's why this matchup suddenly feels real. Jocelyn Edwards brings length, aggression, cardio, and a growing submission game. Dakota brings explosive offense, cleaner technique, and proven finishing instincts. Edwards has tested herself against UFC-level competition. Dakota has been steamrolling everyone in front of her. If these two ever collide, somebody's momentum dies. And let's be honest, Edwards saying she can break Dakota's hype isn't confidence. It's disrespect. Because right now Dakota is the hype. She's the undefeated star, the woman many believe could shake up any division she enters. So now the question becomes simple. Did Jocelyn Edwards just challenge the wrong fighter, or is she the woman who finally exposes Dakota Ditcheva? If that wasn't enough chaos, another terrifying name has entered the conversation. Tatiana Suarez. While Dakota gets attention for knockouts and highlight reel violence, Suarez represents the style every striker hates. Pressure, wrestling, control, suffocation. After her latest dominant finish, the hype around Tatiana Suarez exploded again. She didn't just win. She took over. Once the fight hit the mat, everything changed. Positional control, relentless pressure, and a submission finish reminded the MMA world why so many people consider her one of the most dangerous women alive. Even longtime analysts and commentators have praised Suarez as a different kind of monster. Her wrestling base, physical strength, and ability to break opponents mentally make her nightmare fuel for strikers. She doesn't need flashy knockouts. She drags fighters into deep water and drowns them there. That creates the most fascinating debate around Dakota Ditcheva. Dakota looks terrifying when fights stay standing. Her striking is sharp, fast, and vicious. But what happens when someone refuses to strike with her? What happens when someone shoots underneath the punches, chains takedowns together, and forces her into a grappling war? That's why Tatiana Suarez is such a dangerous conversation. She has the style that historically ruins elite strikers. We've seen it for years in MMA. A feared knockout artist dominates everyone until they meet a suffocating grappler who takes away space, timing, and confidence. Suddenly, the fight becomes survival instead of spectacle. Suarez has already proven she can dominate top-level opponents. She controls champions, smothers contenders, and finishes dangerous names. Her striking has also improved, which makes the package even scarier. If she can now threaten on the feet while still owning the wrestling advantage, she becomes a complete nightmare. So if Dakota ever crosses paths with someone like Tatiana Suarez, it becomes the biggest test of her career. Can her takedown defense hold up? Can she punish entries with knees and elbows? Can she survive long grappling exchanges? Or does the undefeated aura crack the moment the fight hits the floor? And then there's the third storyline nobody saw coming. Ronda Rousey. the former queen of women's MMA still carries one of the biggest names in the sport's history. She changed everything. She made women's MMA